guys, welcome back to Spilling the Reality with Kylie and Trisha, as we will be bringing you all of the latest live feed updates from everything happening on Big Brother live feeds and the episode. So we're so excited. I'm so excited to be back. I've been MIA for a few days because I took a girls trip to get some wine and I am drinking it tonight. So
few days because I took a girls trip.
My bad.
I was like, is everyone hearing that or just me?
So sorry.
Here we are back with the raw, unfiltered everything from me and Kylie. Just telling you about the feed. So if you're watching with us live or you are new here, welcome. Drop us a comment on your thoughts on everything happening on the feeds and let us know what you're thinking. So I'm glad to be back. Y'all let me know if you're glad for me to be back. Subscribe,
I'm glad you're back.
subscribe, like, and comment. So I've missed a lot, I know, but I've been trying to catch up between yesterday and today when I got back home. So yeah, mostly missed a lot of nothing actually going on in the feeds. But you know what? I didn't miss that there's lots of Big Brother babies happening.
Yeah, so we know that Cody and Jessica from BB18 had their second baby today.
Carter York, which is such a cute name for a baby. I love that name. So cute. I'm pouring me some more wine in case you're wondering why I'm looking down.
I mean, girlfriend's got the whole ass bottle, y'all. So let's see what happens in this show tonight.
I had a long day at work and yeah, y'all can see
Drinking it out of a whiskey glass. I mean, this
Mhm.
is class right here, guys.
Yeah.
Just drink it out of the bottle.
I moved my location, y'all can see. Now I'm like in the middle of my house. But I was getting really bored and like I'm really tired of COVID. Like went on this girls trip, came back home and was like, oh my gosh. I cannot be back in this corner of my house anymore. I've got to move out to the open. So here I am out into the open. Sorry if y'all see anybody walk behind me. They're just like getting to other parts of the house. They're trying to be sneaky. But anyway, I'm not going to let that distract us too much.
I really hope to see your husband crawling on the ground. Okay? Like, I will pay him money if he will do that. Naked.
Yeah, I'll set him up at OnlyFans.
Yeah. So if y'all like that,
y'all are into that. I'm also wearing my TCU shirt because the Frogs pulled out the W against the Longhorns this weekend. So yes, go Horned Frogs.
LSU also got their first win of the season. Go Tigers! Back on the winning track. Just a small little hiccup.
Just had to call that out. Yeah, but we beat the number 8 team, and we're not ranked, so that's like super fucking exciting. Okay, all right. Anyway, we're not here to talk about me, and we're not here to talk about. They're like, anyways, we're not here to talk about me. We're not here to talk about football, but or wine, but we are here to talk about Big Brother. And I don't know if y'all noticed, like y'all had to notice, right, that we got something in our DMs today.
We got us a new logo, guys.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited. I didn't wear my Harvard hoodie today that I'm normally wearing on our shows.
My husband was like, you're just trying to look smart. That's what he said when I sent him the picture. He was like, Chris is just trying to look smart.
Yeah, like I did not go to Harvard. Trust me, if I did, this is probably not what I would be doing. Because I'd be like a millionaire or something. But anyway, yeah, I just wear the Harvard. I have gone to Harvard, like gone there, like physically
visited the campus.
Like, yeah, visited the campus. And I have family up there, but the clothes I have from there are just really comfortable. Okay, like that's all. So I put myself in a Harvard hoodie because that's really what we're on the show.
I didn't go to LSU either, so we're posers.
We are posers.
Go UT Tyler Patriots!
Yeah. So anyways, but we thought it'd be fun to be in college gear because you always see the BB players in college gear. So what a better way to pay homage to Big Brother than to wear college gear in our little show, drinking our little tea, our little microphone that one day we're going to get because we're going to be rich.
And famous.
Yeah, we're going to be so famous. All right. Yeah, y'all save this video because it's going to happen one day and y'all are going to be like, they were right.
They called it way back when. And we knew them when they were just
when
small.
they were just little things.
Just getting started. But anyways, yeah, we love our new logo. We're super excited about it. Y'all tell us if you like it.
Yeah, shout out to I don't want to butcher this, so let me go on really quick and get the artist.
Yeah, we're going to give this girl a shout out.
Because she really did do amazing. She did
I think this really looks like both of us.
So how about we never actually look like this on the show?
I appreciate that she made me tan because clearly I'm not. So thanks, girl.
Yeah. Instagram name Draw with Love ST. Did a great job. She has an Etsy shop. 10 out of 10 recommend because even if you're ugly, she'll make you beautiful. And cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers. And so we're going to just go ahead and show you our tweet of the day because
it's relevant.
It's relevant. And we did, post our new little logo with the link for tonight's episode, getting it ready. And so shout out to our girl Kat that says, is this graphic new? I love it. Thanks, Kat.
Thank you. Yeah, we love it too. And we love you, Kat. And thanks for the love, guys. We appreciate it. We also feel really beautiful in these cartoons because we're not in real life. So that's cool.
Thanks,
so that's
girl.
probably our favorite part. So we're posers all around. Like,
yeah.
Did not get degrees from either of these institutions. And we look fucking hot and we're not actually hot. So it's cool.
I'm look tan. So good job.
Yeah.
But thanks. Anyways, so moving on. Let's get into Big Brother.
We'll put in the description, like fast forward, 7.5 minutes.
Because we're just bullshitting for too long.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even finish talking about Big Brother babies, but
we didn't.
Also, our buddy James Ryan will be having his baby tomorrow, we think. So congratulations.
Yeah, I think it's like a planned thing. If you follow him on Instagram or social media, he's been talking about it. And it was so cute because today was him and his wife's 2-year wedding anniversary. And so it's so cute that they're having their baby
right
like so close. Yeah. So that's cute.
So congratulations to all the Big Brother babies being born.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So into the feeds. All right, that was really the most interesting things happening in the BB world. Moving on to the feeds. Actually, not the feeds. Let's go to the episode first because there was an episode last night.
Yeah, so I don't know about y'all, but I did not watch this episode. I'm super confused about what time it even came on because it was supposed to be really late, but then I think it wasn't.
It came on early, yeah.
My DVR didn't record it. Luckily, I got CBS All Access, so no big deal, but not sure what happened there. So anyways, we did get to see this episode last night with the after effects from the triple eviction and some of the things that were happening while the triple eviction was going on. And that's always fun to see in these kind of flashback episodes. So let's get into a little bit of that.
Yeah. So let's just kind of jump right into it. The most shocking part. Okay. First of all, CBS and your damn editing skills. Like, we all thought this shit was live and it wasn't. So shout out to the work you did. Because we didn't see half of this on the triple eviction night. So anyway, we move into and we get to see, Kevin goes home. That nothing exciting there.
Right.
We move into David's on the block next. Nothing exciting there.
Well, we get to see the flip happen.
In the hallway. The flip in the hallway.
And Christmas and Enzo. So, we gave Enzo a really hard time about this, but whenever I kind of sit back and think about it, maybe I don't think it was the worst decision for Enzo to not make the big move in the long run. Obviously, it was boring. I wanted him to send Nicole Franzel out. It would have been the most exciting thing to happen all season. But when you sit down and break it out, where he's not really that close with Christmas at all, and not super close with, I'm cracking up at this. Okay, this girl's going to drink this whole ass bottle of wine, okay?
I mean,
but he's not super close with Christmas. We haven't seen him be very, very close with Tyler. So I think in the long run, sticking with not pissing Memphis off, who he's in the 2 Wise Guys alliances with, and not pissing off Cody, who he's got a final 2 with, might have been his best decision. So
I don't know. On the other end of the spectrum, him getting out Nicole a winner would have looked good for him in the end.
Sure.
But I know, but I definitely agree to say, like, it would have looked really bad on him to those other, to Cody and Memphis, all of them. So I do agree, right. Like, it was the best for his move, but it just sucked. Like, I'm like, okay, well,
because
I feel like he would have been the least targeted of those 3.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have weaseled out of it.
Like, yo, I thought everybody was doing it, yo. He told me in the hallway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we get to see some of his thinking behind it, and I can kind of understand it. I don't really like it, especially since he's talked such a big game about, oh, we got to make a big move, yo. And then he's like, oh, this wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's
MLB
basically no people left.
I know it's not actually ever live. It hasn't been live like this whole season. Thursday hasn't actually been live. I'm just calling out that holy shit at the editing that happened. Just need to say that.
Yeah. They did a good job editing it in a real short turnaround.
They did. They did a good job, and they did a good job bringing us some entertainment, because otherwise this episode would have been boring. It would have been so boring. Like, what? We would have just seen Christmas and Tyler go up. Predictable. Anyway, so we see the hallway talk. We see the votes. We see, Christmas vote in the hall and tell Tyler, and then Tyler votes, and then he tells, thanks, Russell. He says that we are just as pretty as our logo, which is like a huge compliment. So we see Tyler tell Enzo, and then Enzo go vote against, and so that was great. That was great. What else did we see in this episode? We also saw Tyler throwing. I'm sorry about these kittens, y'all. Anyone want a kitten? I try to be the live Big Brother.
Live from East Texas. We ship live from East Texas.
Just bring it to you at this point. Anyway, this is what I get for being in an open space in my house. Anyway, okay.
I need your husband to be naked in the background. That's all I'm waiting for.
So we also see Tyler throwing Christmas under the bus a little bit. He's kind of like, what the fuck? And Christmas knows that he threw her under the bus and is kind of doing whatever he can.
Right, and Christmas kind of does the exact same thing, except I do think that Christmas sells it a little bit better than Tyler.
She definitely does, which is that tastes bad coming out of my mouth. Yeah.
I don't like to say anything good about her.
No, because she's not a good game player, okay, at the end of the day. So this is one good game move she made. Hi, Kitty. It's like the feeds, like our feeds are paused right now, and there's just kitties running around. If you want to adopt them, contact the ASPCA. All right. So yeah, Christmas makes a good move here by throwing Tyler under the bus. It's exactly what she needed to do. Honestly, it was her only hope at this point, because she knew she was going on the block before she went on the block.
Yeah. So anyways, moving on from that, we get this HOH comp. We've kind of seen this before. Was it last season where they had to take off all their clothes in the car?
Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it then. We also saw it on like 2 seasons ago. I think it was like the first time we saw it. Anyways, we've seen it before.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
They take off their clothes.
I like the name of it, Namaste Off the Block.
Yeah. I liked that. I also liked that it was like knockout rounds instead of just a one-time thing. I liked that.
Yeah, I like that they did it head-to-head this time too.
Yeah.
But can we talk about how good at this Memphis and Cody are? Because really impressive. I mean, I always expect Cody to do well, so it's not surprising. But I mean, Memphis is rocking the dad bod, and Homeboy can bend, and he's kind of flexible. And surprisingly, he keeps doing good on all of these.
Yeah, Heather says they did this before on a jet ski.
Yeah, on a jet ski, and they did the one in the car too, I
Yeah.
think. I don't remember.
Anyway, yeah, I know. They were really good at this. And can we also talk about how sweaty they were at the end of this?
So
Like,
sweaty.
how hot was this room? They didn't turn the air
Right.
conditioner on in there. They were doing hot yoga.
Yeah, they were doing it for
They
real.
were sweating. And Nicole was like, I cannot
get these pants off.
She was like, screw it.
I mean, if I were doing this, there's about a 90% chance I would have ended up butt ass naked because I'd been like, whatever. Like, I'm just trying to get all these clothes off.
I'm just trying to win, okay?
Blur it out.
I mean,
blur it out.
People do a lot less than that on OnlyFans every day of their lives for way less than $500,000.
I mean, you know they're going to blur it out, so just go
Screw
for it.
Try
to win that pump.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot get to the end of this game and say, hey, I completely stripped all the way. Y'all better give me a W. Like, I better win.
Yeah.
So,
that would have been super comical to watch. So I'm very disappointed that nobody.
Nicole always bringing us entertainment. Like, she falls face first. This time she couldn't get her pants off. Yeah, good times. But okay, wait, rewind. Also, can we talk about prior to this, Nicole calling Christmas a snake? Doesn't like the way she plays this game because she's just in with all the guys. What? What?
The pot calling the kettle black.
Literally.
Yeah.
What is this? Are you kidding me right now?
I know she just wants all the guys to be on her alliance. And it's just really not nice.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, heck.
I mean, like at least Nicole did have, you know, Danny. Like she did have at least one female.
Okay, but she
Christmas truly hasn't.
She was throwing Danny under the bus though in the end. So
yeah, she was.
Whatever. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that was just weird. That was a weird segment.
Yeah. But I mean, what is bad is that I kind of feel like I don't dislike Nicole Franzel as much as I dislike Christmas.
Oh, that's a fact.
Hot take.
Yeah, hot take.
She's moved up a peg.
And if you would have told us this at the beginning of the season.
I actually enjoyed some of her commentary about Christmas and some of the cam talks that she's been doing with about Christmas and Tyler. Like, she'll have a conversation with them. We saw it in the episode last night where, you know, no, it's okay. I totally understand. And then as soon as they leave, she's like, oh my gosh, I can't stand him. And I'm like, why can't you just do this and own this you know,
this gameplay that you're doing? Because I agree, it's so entertaining. Yeah. And yeah, Cajun reseller. Christmas was dead last. Let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, there's so much to unpack with her being last. So first of all, she's last. Second of all, she is the most fit maybe person there.
Oh yeah, by far.
And is last. Confused. Second, third, why is she last? I'm so confused. Like, did you not want this?
She did terrible. I mean, really, I thought Enzo or Memphis, they're gonna suck at this. One of them's gonna be last.
They have to know Memphis's back doesn't hurt anymore, right?
Right.
Yeah, so she was last, and that was super shocking. That was just really, why did she do that?
Christmas the Psycho Chipmunk. I mean, I've got last night I just watched it on my phone since I had to watch it on CBS All Access, and I have to her face bothers me, and so I have to just put my thumb over her face. It's so mean.
That is so mean, Golly. Stop.
It's just something with her facial features. They just not her features, but
yeah,
her mannerisms. Something about it just.
They're
I'm
coming for
over
you
it.
in the comments. They're coming for you. Christmas stands out there, but I will agree with Dragon Monkey. Unpopular opinion: this season will be more boring without Nicole to frustrate us. Yeah, to be honest, this season, if Nicole wasn't there, would be real boring, probably.
Well,
Like it,
sure. It's
I
always
mean,
good to have someone that you love to hate, but
yeah, yeah. Heather,
it would,
agree. She's too cocky. Okay,
yeah.
here, fourth point. Fourth point. She was on a power stroke when she won an HOH. She was on a power stroke when she won
You mean the
veto.
veto? Yeah.
No, she won HOH
Oh,
too.
way back when.
Yeah, when she beat
I
Davon.
thought you were
Yeah.
talking. I thought you were talking about in the triple.
No, I'm talking about both situations.
Yeah.
And why? Like she couldn't win a competition that she should have won. And I'm just, you won a competition, any competition she had won up until the Davon competition where Davon picked the wrong answer.
Right. You outright won the veto.
Yet she
but
claims she's so competitive, and I'm just so frustrated.
you're really not all
I'm
that
just
great, girl. Just saying.
yeah. I'm just adding to the stack of why Christmas is not a great player.
Yeah.
Christmas never earned an HOH win. They were always defaulted to her. That's exactly right. She's never won an HOH on her own. She had the opportunity here, and she needed this win. Unlike her other seasons, she didn't really need the win. She was always going to be carried because she was on a scooter. But this season, this is the actual HOH she did need following that triple eviction. So
Right.
I'm just not saying it. So anyway, lot to unpack with Christmas. Sorry we spent so much time on that. That's fa la la boring. All right. Moving into the feeds,
live
I guess.
feeds.
Yeah, let's get into the feeds.
We get the nominations of Tyler and Christmas to wrap up the show. But you already knew that, so let's move into the feeds. I left you with this dangling little tidbit yesterday, y'all. I got called out in the YouTube comments for not spoiling when we are a spoiler show, but I think the majority of y'all that tune in with us daily know that this was sarcasm because we've been telling y'all for days since the veto competition happened that Cody would not be using the veto. And shocker, veto ceremony happens and he does not use the POV. Obviously.
Oh, wow. I cannot believe it.
I know that y'all were all on pins and needles waiting for this info, but I had to keep you waiting overnight for it.
Yeah, so Cody, let me just
get you some more wine, girl. I'm just going to say that you've had at least like 5 glasses and I'm still on 1.
All right. Well, I'm at half bottle right now, and I don't think I'll finish. I might not get another glass. We'll be good right here.
No. Keep going.
You didn't bring your bottle. That's amateur of you. All right. So Cody does not use the power of veto on his own nominations. Y'all really thought that was going to go another way?
Right.
Y'all really thought that?
When he's in a super tight alliance with everybody that's not on the block? No. Obviously.
Obviously, he wants Christmas or Tyler to go home. Or he wants Christmas to go home. But yeah. All right. Okay, so that was the most boring thing to happen on the feeds. Moving on. We didn't want to leave you on any more pins and needles, so you didn't come for Kylie anymore. There you have it. Spoiler. Veto wasn't used. Okay.
No shock.
Greatest 6 of all time. Greatest 6 of all time. Are y'all ready for this? Christmas is having a conversation with Tyler, and she, after the power veto, and she's like, well, that wasn't fun. I know y'all can just hear me when I'm saying this. You can hear Christmas through this conversation. I don't even have to impersonate her. So anyways, she says, well, that was just fun, wasn't it? And Tyler's like, yeah, I mean, it happens to the best of us. And
But it hasn't ever happened to you before.
Yeah, sorry. And Christmas is like, you know what, though, Tyler? We're the greatest 6 of all time. Us 6, talking about everyone left except for Enzo. That alliance, the committee, greatest 6
committee
of all time. Greatest one, y'all. So I want
one for the record books.
I want y'all to sound off in the comments on that. Who's a better 6 than the committee?
Right. Or just a better alliance in general that's gotten far into the game.
Or just like a better group of 6
intact.
humans ever, like in the history of the world. Just
basically intact, though, as an alliance. Like, y'all aren't the greatest people, and you're not the greatest alliance.
Right. You would have okay. I feel like some casuals are going to come for us in the comments.
Let's go, Uncle John. This is exactly what I'm thinking. Enzo is part of the best 6, but she has the wrong season on her hands. Absolutely, because I feel like the Brigade is one of the best alliances of all time, and they got pretty far intact. Obviously, they lost Matt earlier than what the committee lost a person, but they had Brittany, and seriously. This group at the end with Lane, Enzo, Hayden, Brittany, way, way more entertaining than this 6.
Way better. J Jobs says all other alliances are better than this 6.
Like Christmas sucks, Nicole sucks, Memphis sucks.
Yeah.
Tyler, I'm sorry, but you're boring to me. Cody, like,
you wanted to quit. You're not worthy of being an all-star if you wanted to quit. I'm sorry.
Cody is like a dumbass.
And he's like such a dumbass.
Yeah. And Enzo, yo, you don't make big moves. So there we go.
4 horsemen.
There you go.
4 horsemen. We'll say, yeah, heck yeah. Better. Don't care. I mean, literally, yes, every alliance is above this one, okay? They did make it to the end, all right?
First of all, like, Russell, where have you been hiding, Cowboy? Because I didn't get to watch all of the player assessment yet, but I'm super jealous that you're hanging out with Cowboy. Like, hook us up. We would love to have him on our show. Tell him. Okay?
Let him know. Yeah, so I don't know. Okay, So yes, this alliance made it to the end. They did. They were from the beginning, made it to the end. We got to take
put together outside of the game. Okay?
Right. We've got to take that into consideration. This was a pre-game alliance, not the full thing. We've talked about this. We've dissected this. So go back and watch our past episodes. But this, in general, was put together prior to this alliance. And to the game. And that's that. And that's why, that's just another reason that this isn't the best alliance ever. Sorry about these kitties, y'all.
It almost fell.
Y'all don't get distracted. We're here to talk about feeds, not kitties. That's pretty much all we watch, though, is kitties. So we're just trying to give you guys a taste of what it's like.
And I mean, if you could make it so whenever you turn yellow, you turn into stars, that would really just do it up.
And play music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. The cat is back. The cat is back. All right. Don't come over here, little kitty. It's trying to jump on this desk. Okay. This is so distracting. I have to go back to my corner in the house. I'm so sorry, y'all. What is this? Okay. We're going to get like 10 views on this. We're going to get 10 views on this episode because we can't stay on track. Sorry in advance. I'm not acknowledging that. We're just putting it up here, Russell. We're not going to read it out loud. All right. So, anyways, they're lying. Tyler says he agrees that this is best lines ever. All of them finished in the top 3 or better in previous seasons, so they're obviously the best ever. Christmas finished in the top 3 because she was on a scooter. Okay? That doesn't make her good.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving into
easily distracted. This is what we should have titled this. Come listen to Kylie and Trisha be easily distracted today.
Trisha comes back and just makes us go off track all day. All right. So moving into beep beep because Christmas and Tyler are just throwing each other under the bus left and right. Regina George and Katie Heron all day.
Yeah, so Tyler let Christmas know that he refuses. Like, I'm not going to do this to you. I'm not going to throw you under the bus. I'm going to campaign, but I'm not going to do it at your detriment. This is so honorable.
It
really,
is.
really
so
honorable.
good of him. Okay.
And
so
Christmas is like, same. I will not do that to you either.
I would never do that. They're lying. They both are thrown each other in the bus multiple times. But I'm sure they both know that, right? I don't know. I mean, like, do they know they're lying to each other? Like, surely they know.
Surely they know. Like, okay, I threw you under the bus with that vote as soon as possible, and I'm assuming that you did the same thing too, because that's what I would do.
Because I'm trying to, I'm trying to stay here. Why wouldn't I try to stay here?
Right, exactly. At all costs.
Yeah.
So,
I'm about to just turn into a potato so y'all can't see these cats anymore.
Holy shit. How many cats are there? Because
there's only 4 kittens. Let me give you all a little bit of context for those that are interested. So we had this stray cat like show up in our woods area of our house, and we took her in and we fed her because we don't want rats and snakes, or that's what happens when you live in the woods area. And anyways, we like fed this cat like, hey, stick around, kill these, da da da. And then she like became pregnant, and so we were like, okay. And then a hurricane came, and when the hurricane came, we moved her inside. Well, she had her babies. And we moved them inside. We didn't want them to die in the hurricane. Now they're grown ass kitties. They can be adopted to great homes, free to a good home. There's 4 of them. There were 5. We have gotten rid of one of them. So yeah.
Yes, Russell, she is a crazy cat lady.
I'm really not. I'm so stressed out about them even being in here.
How many cats live in your house currently, total?
Well, okay, so we have 2 cats that are fixed, that do not have children.
6 or 7? How many?
6. We do not let that other cat in. The mama cat, she's out.
So the mama cat is outside and her babies are inside.
Correct. They don't need her anymore. They're independent.
Independent woman.
Yeah. So anyway, trust me. But I can't just throw these cats out like, y'all, what am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to throw these cats outside, like to the wilderness. We have another hurricane coming. I don't know if y'all know this, but there's another hurricane coming.
Holy shit. Delta. We're going to get hammered again by old Hurricane Delta.
All right. Okay. Y'all, we got to get back on topic because we're going to have literally 0 viewers on this whole video. Can y'all just
threshold for a cat lady is 5. I agree. Actually, I think it's lower than that. I think 3 is the cutoff. So once you hit 4, which you've got Justin kittens, you're a crazy cat lady.
Okay. So. But listen. These kittens don't count as cats. And
they count for half.
There's only one cat that lives inside all the time. The other cat just comes in and eats and leaves. It's chill. So we pretty much only have 1.
Who, Laren? Is that who you're talking about, Russell? No, she's not. She's married too.
Russell, why are you always trying to slide in people's DMs?
But.
All right. Do we need to get back on topic? Do we just need to do a whole show on mine and Kylie's personal lives? Y'all just want to hear like our chats all the time? Because I feel like y'all don't. But anyway, here we are. Okay, back on track. Tyler does some campaigning. So, is his campaigning successful? Is it necessary? I don't know. Kylie, you tell us.
So he goes and talks to Memphis, and Memphis, keeping with his MO for the season, Tyler's like, hey, man, how do you think you're going to vote? And he's just like, no, I'm not going to keep you. It's not looking good. And I got to respect Memphis for that, because people don't then continuously hound him to campaign for their votes, because he just shuts it down. Like, nope, I'm not voting for you. So go try the other people. And so Tyler's kind of like, oh, shit, like, I probably
messed up there.
Probably don't have the votes. Oh, no.
You don't have the votes.
Okay, is this back to the Hamilton song? Because I still don't know.
I
love
literally
it.
sent
I love
it
it.
to you.
I didn't listen. I didn't.
I would play it if we wouldn't get copyright tagged, so everyone could have the greatness. Okay, because
Okay,
obviously I'm not
I will
too.
try. I just don't really like musicals.
Okay, anyways, do you even have ears? All right, you uncultured swine.
Basically, hell yeah. I mean, no musicals over here.
Yes, J Jobs. So regularly on our show, when we talk about the votes, I sing, "He don't have the votes." Obviously, I'm not in tune, but anyways,
Nope,
I'm singing
Hamilton.
I'll sing Hamilton. Lies. I'm like regularly singing Hamilton because it's so good. And 10 out of 10 recommend Hamilton. I saw it live, and it was so good. And I did watch
What do you
it
mean you
also
saw
on
it
Disney
live?
Plus.
You went and saw Hamilton in a play?
I did. I
On
did. I saw
Broadway?
it live on Broadway. Yes, and it was so good.
Well,
Yeah.
you're just a
So
cultured bitch. Like I
I'm
just
so
stay here in
fucking cultured.
I stay here in East Texas and just a
Pinky up,
dumbass. I'm
bitches.
just a dumbass hick. I didn't go to Harvard. I've never visited Harvard. I don't know what's happened today. So
Okay. I just spit wine out on my hand.
I wish it would
All
have
right.
come out of your nose. That's what you get.
The viewers that we do get today, y'all are the MVPs. Okay, like drop your Instagram names. We're gonna go follow you because we owe y'all. All right. Anyway, I feel like I keep saying this. Anyway, Tyler doesn't have the votes. He don't got the votes. So, anyways.
Yeah, just so you know, we also have an OnlyFans page with the girls DMs for details. I'm gonna need a lot more wine than that. I need a whole bottle.
Yeah, Cajun Reseller, y'all drop your Twitter handles and shit. Like, we'll go follow you because we owe y'all. We owe all of our live commenters, especially. Y'all are still hanging in there. Okay. Anyways, so Tyler goes to Memphis.
I love Dragon Monkey.
Me too.
He comes with the hot takes, bringing it from the pond across the pond. Memphis really might win, even if he sits in the end with fake fuck boy Cody. Hot take.
Yeah, I love Dragon Monkey. You're the best. When you're not on our show, I'm sad. So thanks for joining us.
Pink-haired Aiden, if you're listening later, we're a little disappointed that you haven't been in the chat. We haven't gotten the picture of your pink hair, so please.
He's waiting until the end of the season, obviously. So, all right. Okay. Well, here I am. I said I wasn't doing another.
We've really ventured off the path because now we're listing survivor tribes, and yeah, this is a Big Brother show, guys. Get with the program.
I know. Yeah.
Right. I don't have a whole bottle.
How much have I drank with this? I've got this much left, y'all. Down to the bottom of the sticker. Okay.
I poured another glass too, so I'm up one now.
We're just gonna have to start, like, we'll do our YouTube lives when we're professional and just do like Instagram lives when we're not professional, so they're not saved to YouTube, because now people can just watch this whenever they want. They're gonna like share it with their friends and like watch this shit show. Yeah. All right. Anyways, okay. I'm trying.
Cajun Reseller.
Thought it was a cat. Is that legal? Like, I feel like Joe Exotic when I pick them up and I'm holding them up to the camera and I'm like,
$3.
This right here is, what does he name his cats? He has like some crazy names for his cats. Anyway,
I don't remember. It's been too long. That was 6 months ago in quarantine. So much good stuff's happened since then.
Dragon Monkey says he's sipping whiskey. Cheers, Dragon Monkey.
Yeah, I mean, if we do a show afternoon, we're definitely going to be drinking. There's also a slight chance at noon we might be drinking too. Not a great chance, but a slight chance because we may have done that before.
So we might have done that on a weekend. Okay.
Well, it was a weekday. But don't lie.
Okay. Anyways, it was a day I was not working, to be clear, for anyone watching.
Yeah, it's one of your days off for sure. You definitely
like a holiday Memorial Day.
You definitely weren't working and drinking. Okay. So, anyways, Tyler campaigns to Memphis. Memphis shuts him down. He goes to Nicole, and Nicole's like, "Oh well, I really just need to see what Enzo and Memphis are doing before I make my decision."
Bitch, are you lying? You lying?
Yeah. Which
She's
she
just...
has. Okay, now I'm burping. This has gone downhill so badly.
We just need to start over. We're just gonna end the broadcast. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all.
BRB. So Nicole has made the comment that she doesn't care which one goes because she hates both of them. So,
she made that comment on the show, honestly. She's like, I mean, pretty much. You could see on the show, like, she just does not care. Oh, thanks,
Anthony.
Oh, shit. Cannot go.
I'm not going to get together. Anymore.
Thanks. Just watch, like, how about this, y'all? Watch our show when the feeds are down. You'll be watching us all day, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, Nicole's like, I don't know, I gotta see where the rest of the house is going. But really, yeah, like Kylie said, she doesn't care. Really, what happens this week? Yeah, and you know, he tells, he's like, well, I talked to Memphis, and she was like, yeah, no. He's not gonna.
And yeah, she tries to just say like, I'm not gonna team up with Christmas because I don't like her. But then I also haven't been a part of Memphis's move, so she's basically just showing her cards. Like obviously she's with Cody and Enzo, which should not be a shock because they're the two people that are left that did not vote to evict her. So it really is. We saw the three of them in the have not room in the episode, and they were saying, hey, it's kind of divided, the three of us versus the three of them. And that's what it is. And their three has power, so good for them.
Yeah. So bottom line there, y'all, is that Christmas is going home this week. And that's that. Memphis isn't going to vote out Christmas, so he's going to vote for Tyler, but everyone else is going to vote for Christmas. So, because you know what? You know what they're doing? They're voting the HOH way. So, how about y'all vote the HOH way and keep me safe? Wow, those words are really biting her in the ass, aren't they?
Sure are.
That sucks.
Except, that Tyler's probably leaving, so she's going to live to see another
Tyler's
day.
going to stay? Tyler's leaving?
Okay, yes. You obviously are not caught up on the feed.
Oh my God, I'm not caught up. Y'all, I'm sorry. Rewind. Okay. Are you sure?
I'm positive. I mean, as of which we're not talking about anything that's happened in the house today. This is
okay. Well, we'll talk more about this tomorrow. Tyler's going as of tomorrow. We'll talk about this on our show tomorrow. Y'all don't come at us in the comments on that. Let's talk about next week's plans, though. Memphis is going back to the great state of Tennessee. Play on words because he doesn't live in Tennessee, but like
he's a Floridian.
Yeah. So, so there are some conversations that Enzo's talking to Cody, and Enzo and Cody are kind of like the top. Okay. So, let me just give this to Kylie. Cody is the top, Memphis isn't, okay? All right. You're welcome. You were right. Sorry. So did you pop a comment on the screen?
Yeah, I'm really good at recognizing a top. Tyler, bye Felicia.
Yeah, they have been so back and forth. So we're going to talk about this more tomorrow because, this was supposed to be our show at 12 o'clock today. And so we wouldn't have had much to talk about today on 12 o'clock. But we will talk about tomorrow because we're doing a show in the morning. First thing in the morning, y'all. 8 o'clock, 8:15 in the morning. 12 hours from now. Yeah, we're going to talk about this. So y'all catch us in the morning. Watch us on your lunch break if you aren't up that early. But yeah, we'll talk about all of that tomorrow because if not, we're gonna be going on for 2 hours tonight. That's way too long. But let's talk about Memphis and next week's plans. So Memphis going back to Tennessee. Cody and Enzo are having a conversation that in the future, Memphis will be the pawn next to someone, next to Christmas, because Christmas is going to stay this week, apparently, that he'll be the pawn if Enzo wins HOH or Cody wins HOH. And Cody's, stressing to Enzo that Memphis has to be on the block or else he could win the veto and take Christmas off. So they have to be up next to each other and one of them has to go. So Enzo tells Cody that Memphis plans to put Christmas and Nicole up. Those are Memphis's plans.
But that's a lie because he plans to. Oh no, I'm confused.
Yeah, no. With Nicole being his target, but Christmas would be gone in that scenario. So
no, that's definitely what he wants to do. Christmas plans to nominate Cody and Nicole together. That is her plan.
So pretty much, if Christmas or Memphis win, Nicole's going up. But the interesting thing would be if he puts up Christmas as a pawn, which would be so stupid of him. Surely he wouldn't do that. But if he did, that everyone would vote out Christmas. And it would look, he would look really stupid.
Right. That would be so funny. I hope that happens.
Nicole still may go up as a pawn, in the scenario where Memphis and Christmas go on the block and Memphis wins veto and pulls himself off. Then Nicole may go up in that situation, but no matter what, Christmas is going to go home. Like, these people don't have the votes anymore. They're out.
About the only way would be if Enzo were to win. Let me think. If Enzo were to win HOH and nominate Christmas and Memphis. Oh, no, it doesn't matter because then it comes down to Enzo. He sends her home. So, sorry, Russell. Unless your girl wins HOH, she's coming in.
She's going to jury.
Place.
Yeah, going to jury. She's going to jury next week.
Fourth place?
A whole spot. Fourth place?
Fifth place.
Yeah.
Fifth place.
Yeah. Yeah, fifth place.
Maths are hard.
If you think about it, Christmas is a second to Memphis and Tyler, who probably wouldn't work together. So wouldn't Christmas be a better choice to vote out? I agree. She is the point of Tyler and Christmas in this triangle. But I think they think like Tyler is more of a, social threat, more of a competition threat. Yeah. So they're wanting to vote her out. Christmas probably thinks really highly of herself and thinks she's like this huge threat. But she's not. She really isn't a threat. Like, she's really not. If she makes it to the end, she wouldn't win.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, I agree. Y'all have got lots of takes over here. We can scroll through some of them.
Yeah, so we're done with feats, y'all, because we're gonna be bringing y'all more tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. So Eastern Time, 9:15 Pacific Coast, 6:15. So if you're like up that early, want to catch us while you're getting ready for work, we'll be up early in the morning bringing you today's takes.
Yeah.
So real quick, we're going to go through the comments before we get off of the air. So drop your comments on your thoughts from the episode, thoughts from the feeds and what we've told y'all. But first, J Jobs. Who would Memphis nominate? Memphis would nominate Nicole and Christmas. Possibly. I don't think he's actually going to nominate Christmas. That wouldn't be smart of him. So
right.
Nicole,
I don't think they're working on him. They're telling him that, hey, we really need you to nominate Christmas. But I think he's really like, oh no, I'm not going to do that.
Memphis isn't that dumb.
Yeah. So I mean, he's definitely going to nominate Nicole, but I don't think he's necessarily going to put Christmas up there initially.
Do you think he would nominate Cody?
Maybe, and that Cody doesn't have the opportunity to vote to keep Nicole if he's on the block next to her. So, yeah, I think that's what we can see. Yeah. So I think we'd lose a girl next week, no matter how you shake it up.
Uncle John, get out of here. What if Christmas wins?
Take it back.
But I do like your last emoji of the trash can. Facts. Yeah, that honestly, at this point, not going to be shocked at whoever wins because, I don't know, I'll lose brain cells watching these feeds, y'all. That's why, I mean, when you watch the beginning of us, we are so professional, and, like, we've lost so many brain cells that we're now just air, drinking wine.
As of right now, who do you think will win the show? My money is on Cody, sadly. I think I would definitely put my money on Cody right now, too. But I don't think sadly. I mean, like I said yesterday, I mean, of the people that are left, that's who I'm rooting for.
Yeah, I mean, he's annoying to listen to, like, annoying to listen to,
But
but
Danny hit the nail on the head. At least he's pretty.
at least he's pretty. He does win when he needs to. He was good on his first season. I mean, and we don't really have a reason to hate him, you know?
Right.
Like,
He's
he's
not
not
hateable.
unlikable. Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's fine. Cody's fine. It would be a good, comeback kid story.
Right.
Got
Here you
second
go,
place in
Heather.
Derek. Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it if Cody won.
Agree.
I
Wouldn't
wouldn't
hate
hate it if Cody won. I wouldn't hate it if Enzo won. It really goes downhill from there.
Yeah. Dragon Monkey, my money is on Enzo in the final two. Clicked on the wrong comment. My money is on Enzo or Nicole beating Cody in the final two. Wow.
I don't know. I mean, so much of it is going to depend on if there's a better jury because, if Danny gets in there and is spitting some fire about Cody and how he backstabbed her, I mean, you never know. You never know how it's going to go. Hopefully we get a jury update like tomorrow.
Soon. I mean, there's like 10
tomorrow.
people in there. Shit.
Yeah, we need to see their reaction from the triple eviction and give us a jury update because I think jury is probably more interesting than the house guests.
Do you think they're not because of, in the jury there's not cameras like stationed in the house. Like there's a person that walks around with a camera. Do you think they're not because of COVID?
Possibly, but I mean if they've tested all of their people and I mean before the season, they said that they were going to be rotating them out. So, I mean, if they're kind of in a bubble for 2 weeks and you're positive that they don't have COVID, then I don't know why they couldn't go in and film. But obviously, there's always a risk.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, they could tell the house guests themselves. So, like,
the season's canceled. We gave the whole jury house Rona.
Yeah, they can't vote. They could vote. Like, if Christmas can vote from the hospital, then COVID jury members can definitely vote.
True.
Don't at me. Okay. Let me scroll up the comments here. This is a hot take. BB15 greater than BB22. Wowzers. So I will say that from a gameplay perspective, yep, I agree. I would agree with that.
I don't know. It's been so long. I need to go back and watch Big Brother 15 if I can stomach it. But
maybe this is a hot take, but I liked how Andy played. I think Andy's the only one that can play that way. I don't think that game can be, replicated at all, especially now that he's done it. But he was a psychology major. He had these conversations, planted these seeds, predicted how people would react to things, and played that game so well.
Yeah.
He got to the end and he also explained his game so well at the end, which was a huge, up for him. And I think watching it back would be even more interesting because we get to see this gameplay. But I thought from a gameplay perspective, Andy did an amazing job. Almost a flawless game in my opinion, but I don't think it can be replicated or strategized like by anyone else.
Yeah. Amanda, what a character. Yeah, I mean, there were some, things get overshadowed because of the racism, but maybe on a rewatch, it's not as bad.
Yeah. Amanda, that was a good cast. There was a rotten egg, obviously.
There was a few good ones.
Yeah.
There was a few rotten eggs.
Gina Marie, she was still good on TV, like, still entertaining.
Yeah, but
still entertaining. It wasn't, but she's entertaining. And the gameplay was still good. I stand by it. Andy did play better. From the jump of this season, it's so hard because this was a pregame alliance. That makes this suck a little more.
Was Dr. Will's week a waste? Absolutely. What the fuck
What
was the
week?
purpose?
What Dr. Will's week?
Yeah.
Didn't
That
exist.
was so pointless.
Yeah, it was a total waste.
How many minutes do you think he actually spent in the neighbor's house?
So I think what?
Under or over 5.
Okay. In Cameo, Dr. Will costs like what, $300 for 5 minutes?
Right.
So let's say they spent at least $1,000, maybe $1,500. So maybe he got a total.
No, I mean I think that he made quite a bit of money.
He made he did.
I bet he made at least 10,000.
At least 10,000, yeah. No, I agree. He made a lot of money and did nothing. So kudos to Dr. Will for still being relevant.
Yeah. J Job says Aaron said it was Texas's fault. It's not. We live in Texas. We're not racist. So
yeah.
No.
Yeah, you cannot categorize a whole state in that way. So Aaron, it's just your fault.
Yeah. If Cody wins final HOH, will he take Nicole? If so, does he beat her? I think that what we need to do is in finale week, we need to have a night show where we break down the 3 remaining house guests and go through jury votes, who we think that everyone's vote will get, and really breaking it down. I think some of it will be, if we do get a jury segment, seeing some of the perspective of them in the house, and if there is a like Zoom roundtable, really will give us some ideas. So
yeah,
I mean I think so, because Cody has played a hell of a game. Even if he did have a jump start with the pregame alliance, he's still the one that has used it to his advantage the most. So I'd be really, really disappointed if Nicole wins over Cody.
Yeah, I mean, we should definitely do an episode like that. There's not live feeds at the end. So I think like the last week, there's not live feeds. So we will definitely need some things to talk about. We'll talk a lot about you guys' comments, but we'll definitely do an episode on breaking down what's happening and who we think is, we'll talk about all the scenarios. We'll talk about their games, things that they need to say to win. This comment comes from Dragon Monkey saying, I really want Cody to lose to shame the idea of pre-gaming to teach future players a lesson. So this comment brings up a lot of points. So yes, it sucks. It does suck. And the only one who didn't pregame that's left is Enzo.
Right.
So yeah, it'd be cool to see Enzo win just because of that. But when we had James on our show, he brought up a very great point and said, if CBS would have just outed the pregame alliance and talked about this from the jump, then that would have made a world of difference. I completely agree. The house guests themselves, like this should have been outed to all of the house guests saying that, hey, these people are together, and let them play from there. Let them show that their pregame alliance is so solid that they can beat these other people. The part that sucks is that, one, it wasn't aired to the audience at all. It wasn't acknowledged, but it also wasn't acknowledged to the house guests, and that sucks.
Yeah. J Job says CBS never said pre-gaming was illegal, which, I mean, they have an NDA, so you would assume that they try to honor it, but they don't. So, like Dragon Monkey says, Cody started with this game with all the upgrades. Level 100 Cody. Yeah, I mean, he was set up, but he did the most with what was set up for him. So
yeah, I mean, what was he supposed to do? Say no?
I mean, if the majority of them pre-gamed and he pre-gamed the best, or Derek pre-gamed the best for him, well, at least he was able to maintain it.
Yeah.
Once you get in the game, even if you pre-game, you still have to keep people from putting you on the block. you have to keep people from voting you out. You've got to win some competitions when you need them. And he's been able to do all of that. So, this is what we're left with, guys. So you gotta roll with what you got. I like this comment from Anthony. He says, hate to admit it, but it sounds like Dr. Will is the only winner so far in BB22, which I think Dr. Will is a big winner, but let's give a shout out to Keisha because she took that 40K and ran, bitches.
And she's still coming at us with the savage tweets. Like, we've got to feature Keisha on Tweet of the Day. Keisha Fest, I think it's Keisha Fest 08, maybe on Twitter. I don't know. Instagram, it's something like that. Just look her up. So good, y'all. If you're not following Keisha on Twitter, because she's straight savage. Like, she's the real winner of the season. Took that 40K and chunked the deuce and tweeting like a savage. Care Bear 22 says, I don't think Enzo did enough, referencing doesn't think he did enough to win. So
in the game. Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it. What exactly does he have? Like, he doesn't really have the resume. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna have an episode on this. So towards the end, the finale is on October 28th. So expect that final week of October, Kylie and we will put out some blasts on social media letting y'all know when we're going to do this. We're definitely going to take some time and break down the final players game. So, it's
possible jury votes. I mean, I think it's really interesting because we have a distinct possibility that we're going to get Cody and Enzo as a final two, and as entertaining as Enzo is and as a good of a game as Cody has played, IQ wise and just elegance of speaking, I'm going to put these two pretty low on the scale there, guys.
Yeah.
I can see both of them just completely tanking the jury questions.
Yeah, and that makes a big difference. It really does. Yeah, I mean, there have for just I don't know. There's so many examples we could go through, but I mean, in Josh and Paul's season, for example, or hell, Nicole and Paul's season, Nicole spoke better than Paul. Paul should have claimed, spoke up, taken in the things he did, spoken up to it. Nicole didn't have to speak up to anything. She told the truth to the jury, gave them all the facts of how she got to where she was, and that's why she won.
Yeah. J Jobs asks, how would you two fix a broken Big Brother? You know what I miss? I miss the days of Big Brother and Survivor. I mean, Survivor does it a little bit still, but not like what we had in old school Survivor. I miss seeing competitions where how bad do you want it? And, we kind of talked about that we thought maybe this week with Dr. Will, they would do the veto comp of how bad do you want it. But seeing, Chicken George get his body dyed blue and going on slop for 60 something days, I just want to see some more competitions where it truly is hang on for dear life. I mean, the final HOH comp in BB3 was they were in pool rafts holding on to a little pole in the swimming pool floating. And they were out there all damn night. Like, just you can simplify it. We don't have to do these extravagant setups and crazy shit. Let's just the people that really want to be there, because you've got somebody like Kevin that really wanted to play the game and he isn't connected in the Big Brother community like these other people are, and he came in at a disadvantage. And I mean,
Janelle and Kaser and Danny the same way. Sure. I mean, these players wanted to be here more than a lot of these other people. I mean, Tyler being an example.
So just seeing something where, I mean, he may still have lost, but just seeing something where just
their heart can be put into it.
Yeah, how much heart do you have? I miss that.
Yeah. I 100% agree. We didn't get any America's votes this season either, which I don't really like those from a game perspective.
I do.
But I mean,
I do whatever we can make it be better.
Yeah, but it's like, most of the people that are watching are casual viewers, and they're going to vote for the player that's getting the best edit, and that sucks. So maybe only people with CBS All Access get to vote. How about that?
Yeah.
Cash me outside. How about that? JJ Jobs also says, how will this season rank? At the bottom, especially for an all-star season. Like, I feel like it was hyped up. Yeah. We're over an hour now, and so sorry, but I'm going to pour some more. Just a tad. Okay. We're going to get through a few more of these comments, y'all. It's late. Got nothing better to do.
Ooh, Khalil says, watch Cody be the second two-time loser. That could be a possibility. It's a possibility for a couple of them. If Tyler could somehow manage to get out from under the block this week, he could be a two-time loser. Memphis could be a two-time loser. Cody could be a two-time loser. So, lots of possibilities there.
So they go to the end and they go to the end. You know, let's say it's Cody picking between Tyler and Nicole. And he says, Tyler, I'm going to take you because we're both two-time losers. We're both second place losers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about, let's make a note. Talk about that at the end.
Yeah.
Scrolling through y'all's comments. Like Champion says, would love for Julie to tell Nicole and Christmas how much they're disliked whenever they are evicted. Julie can be savage at times.
Nicole would break down, y'all.
She would break down.
Christmas would go into roid rage.
She would run over Julie with a car, and we just can't have that happen. Julie is a national treasure. Julie's not going to tell them that. Absolutely not. She's not going to tell them that. She would tell them if they did something controversial or said something directly racist, politically incorrect.
I need to go back and watch the finale from last year just to see Julie be savage to Jackson and Mickey again, because that was
and Jack.
Yeah, well, yeah, but in the finale when Jackson walked out to your boy gets confetti.
I'm just here to get confetti.
Guess what? Your confetti sucks because everyone hates you.
Yeah. Also, you know, the last time I was here, we had Rachel Swindler on. It was such a great show. So if y'all didn't watch that, please go check it out. But we've got to get Rachel on BB Takeover. So we've got to get that trending. We need to get that on Twitter. Retweet it. Hashtag BB Takeover by Rachel Swindler.
Pulling that one from the vault.
Enzo had the best jury management, which counts.
Yeah.
Enzo's definitely friends. We're going to talk about this on the show. Okay, we're not pulling any more comments about end games.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're going to do a whole show on it.
Yeah. Scrolling through comments. How hard would it be to cast 16 new people each year? It wouldn't be that hard at all. Casting has one job, to cast people.
And to cast people that don't suck.
Yeah. Get why they wanted to do an all-star season. I mean, we were due for one. We haven't had one since BB7. I don't really know why they chose this year, I guess.
I guess because with COVID, it's easy to vet people that you already know. They've already gone through all the background stuff, although they may have let Christmas slip through with that little felony on the record, but that's beside the point. But yeah, they don't have to go through. They don't have to go through everything with returning people. No big deal.
Straight down my shirt, like.
You really couldn't tell that you missed your mouth, so you could have played it off.
Okay, I didn't. What are y'all talking about? Okay. Yeah. Julie doesn't sneak. Don't. Okay, Dragon Monkey, you're obviously drinking with us. Okay, so I'm gonna read this just like you typed it. Julie, Julie don't need to tell them she's already over this season. You can sense a disappointment every week. Dragon Monkey, you're our favorite for real. That's exactly how I would type that. My accent gets really thick, obviously, when I've been drinking, so I'm sure that sounds nothing like how you actually talk. But
can you do a British accent?
It gets even better. Can I do a British accent? So there's these TikToks. I'm an avid TikTok watcher, where these British people will talk like Americans, and it's so good. British people can talk so good in American accents. Let me think. Okay, let's see.
I can't wait.
let's see. Because it always comes out Scottish. Like I'm like, I can't even. I've got to. Let me just. I gotta think of something to say. Give me something to say.
I want you to say top of the morning to you.
Cheerio, top of the morning to ya.
That wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. Good job.
J Job says, Dragon Monkey, what the heck are you drinking?
I wish you'd talk like Georgia.
Me too. She talks so good.
Yo.
She talks so cute. Scotch whiskey. Scotch whiskey, yo.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so obviously our only two commenters that are left are Dragon Monkey and J Jobs. We have ran everyone else out of the chat. Hey, he said I'm decent. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I thought it was going to be a lot funnier because I thought it was going to be really bad, but you did pretty good.
I'm sorry to disappoint y'all. I had to really think about it though. My Texan accent's super thick. Okay. Y'all, we're at 1 hour and 10 minutes. We're way over. So meet us tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. Super early. Listen to us while you're getting ready. We're going to give you all of the latest. We will not be drinking in the morning, but still super entertaining. We got a new logo, y'all. Give us a share. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Let us know what you're thinking. Don't forget to drop us your Instagram and Twitter handle because we're going to go follow you. Drunk promise we're making to you guys right now.
Aiden, buddy, we were talking about you earlier. You just arrived.
Me and Kylie both. So what? Okay, y'all. Little behind the scenes, little BTS. When the comments like pop up and disappear, it's because me and Kylie are both clicking on them, so it's making them pop up and go away. So, anyways,
yeah. Aiden, is your hair pink yet? And he says, "Say David's name to make me smile, please."
Say my name. When no
David is an asshole.
David's not an asshole.
He's really not, but that's just the first word that popped into my mind.
What?
It kind of rhymed. I'm sorry.
And it doesn't rhyme at all.
It didn't even rhyme.
It doesn't rhyme. You've had way too much to drink. David, shout out. You're amazing. David is great. I love that Aiden has been a David fan from the jump and every time gets in a comment
unapologetically
and is like, yeah, hey, yeah, see, I told you he's saving it for the end of the season. I told you. He's saving it for the end of the season. So can't wait. David, when your hair's pink, we're featuring you on our page. And we've told everyone else to drop their Twitter handles and Instagram and we'll give them a follow. So we will be giving y'all a follow. Yeah, David has a 187 IQ. Kylie.
So sorry, y'all.
Thanks. Love the logo. Shout out to
love to draw TS.
ST.
Had the right letters.
Yeah. So y'all go give us a follow on Instagram and Twitter at RealiTEA_TRHS, where we will be featuring our logo and the artist because she did such a great job. If you need any work done or, you know, whatever, if any of y'all draw, like, you don't have to draw us, whatever. Slide the DMs will gladly feature you. David's Dragon Monkey's idol. All right, give us a follow Instagram and Twitter at RealiTEA_TRHS. Drop your Twitter handles in the comments and Twitter, your Twitter handles in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Wow, we talked about a lot of stuff tonight, a lot of non-Big Brother related things, but thank y'all for joining us. We really had a lot of fun tonight. Hope y'all join us at first thing in the morning. So don't forget to watch us, share with your friends, let us know how we're doing. All right. Cheers, Kylie. Drink a lot tonight. All right. Bye, y'all. See you in the morning.